We'll call this meeting to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Vice Chair Johnson, please lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Job, we'll do a roll call.
Yes, Commissioner Del Nero.
Present.
Commissioner Johnson.
Here.
Commissioner Kachel.
Here.
Commissioner Smith.
Here.
And Chairperson Condit.
Here. Conflict interest declaration. Any? None. We'll move on to citizens' communications. Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent calendar. And we should probably take these one at a time, so I'll look for a motion for item 1.
Move to approve item 1 of the consent calendar.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Okay. Commissioner Smith.
Aye.
Commissioner Kachel.
Aye.
Commissioner Del Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Johnson.
Aye.
And Chairperson Condit.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
And now Commissioner Johnson and Smith were absent, so I'll look for a motion on item 2.
I'll move approval of that one.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Commissioner Kachel.
Aye.
Commissioner Del Nero.
Aye.
And Commissioner Johnson and Smith are abstaining. And then we have Chairperson Condit.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0 with 2 abstentions.
Okay, now we'll move on to the public hearing. Item 3, conditional use permit 19-19, proposal for a 7,280 square foot retail commercial building at the northwest corner of Whitmore Avenue and Herndon Road. GDR Engineering applicant.
Let's see, James Michaels with the Planning Division. Just to give you some background information on this, in May of 2019, the applicant met with staff through the city's pre-development meeting process to obtain some comments about the site plan, which illustrated a proposal for a 7,500 square foot commercial building at the northwest corner here of Whitmore Avenue and Herndon Road intersection that could be accommodated up to 7 retail spaces with a variety of uses to serve the city's area residents. The initial discussion at the meeting included staff informing the applicant that with the site being highly visible from 3 major roadways that you see here, and without seeing a building elevation, that staff would be concerned as to whether or not we could really give an overall support of the project unless the applicant could demonstrate the proposed building was aesthetically enhanced with high quality design, high quality architectural features on all 4 sides of the building. Staff encouraged the applicant to design the building to capture additional spacing to allow for the possibility of outdoor seating areas that potential restaurant operators could utilize at the site, which is something that staff felt that we could support. So following that meeting, the applicant met with staff again in July of this year with a new layout illustrating that the project could accommodate potential restaurant users, which also included staff's earlier suggestions from the pre-development meeting, and staff encouraged the applicant to proceed with their revised plans, and that revised plan for the site plan here is what you're seeing on the screen. And so what you have is the applicant requesting approval of a conditional use permit for 7,280 square foot retail commercial building here at the northwest corner of Whitmore Avenue and Herndon Road. It's the applicant's intent to encourage a good mix of food-oriented type uses that can serve the area residents and Highway 99 travelers. The building has the potential of dividing into 3 separate food-oriented tenant spaces with the intent of creating a 4,300 square foot sit-down type restaurant use, a 1,200 square foot fast food restaurant use, and a 1,200 square foot ice cream shop. At least that would be the applicant's intent. The design of the building also includes 2 outdoor seating areas and a foyer that would allow the customers of the 3 tenant spaces to access the seating area, outdoor seating areas, which is something that staff would be in support of. The site will be nicely landscaped on all 3 project frontages of Herndon Road, Central Avenue, Whitmore Avenue, with access provided from 2 driveway entrances, one from Herndon Road and the other from Central Avenue that will lead to the project parking area of 52 spaces that will serve the development. You'll also notice that the driveway entrances will include an appropriate deterrent to restrict vehicles from exiting the site by way of a right-in and right-out only, turning movements, and thereby reducing possible traffic conflicts. So to give you an idea of what this building may look like, here. And this is what it would be like looking at from the north elevation. And so what you have here is a building that would be designed to an overall height that ranges from about 18 to 29.5 feet, and it would include a combination of earth tone cement plaster finishes with a storefront window systems, and as you can see, like a slanted metal roof tops, awnings, trellis features, and of course, outdoor seating areas. In general, we are in support of this project. The site is visible from the three major roadways, and staff believes that the applicant is proposing a nice building here with a high-quality design, and it is something that staff can support, and so that's our recommendation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michaels. Do I have any questions of staff at this time? Okay, with that, I'll open public comment. Would the applicant like to come forward?
Good evening, Planning Commissioners. Josh Jans, GDR Engineering, 3525 Mitchell Road. I'm here on behalf of our client, Anthony Wade, who is also here tonight, as well as Renee Ledbetter, who's also part of our team to help market the project and answer any other questions that you have that aren't site-specific related. One additional thing I'd like to add that James didn't add or mention in there was the seating on the roof. That was another amenity we added to the project site. So, is that on their screen? So you'd have your two retail restaurant type uses up front, and then in the back, 4300, the main restaurant will have access to outdoor seating up on the roof, which they will have stairway access on the east and west sides of the building, as well as an elevator that will be located in the foyer area. It's intended that this rooftop seating area be reserved for the restaurant use only to eliminate any conflicts with the other uses up front. And you can see it, right? Yeah, so we'll have, what do you call them? Tabletops with umbrellas. So you can go upstairs, have some drinks, appetizers, things like that. Have your food be brought up to you up on top. And then as well, since they have their rooftop seating, we also added outdoor seating for each of the ends, the east and west sides of the buildings, so that the fast food restaurants or yogurt shop, ice cream shop, whatever it may be, can actually sit outside and eat as well instead of being inside. If you have any other questions, site-specific, I can help out as best I can, but Renee's also here to help out with any other questions that I can't answer.
Do we have any questions of the applicant? Thank you very much, Mr. Jans.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Would anyone else like to comment on this item?
Good evening, Commissioners. Renee Ledbetter. I'm here tonight representing the applicant through our real estate company, Exit Realty. As you know, I've been marketing that specific location for quite some time, and the applicant has decided to move forward and construct a building with the intended uses of something we all need, we know we need here in Ceres, and that's restaurants. We need a variety of restaurants to choose from, so our goal is to try and bring in restaurants that we don't already have here. So that is our intent. As you know, my other hat is also representing the Ceres Chamber of Commerce, so we're excited to get behind a project like this. I am. I can't speak for the entire chamber, but as the representative for the chamber, we definitely want to see business growth. We want to see new economic development dollars flow through our cities, and this would be a great beginning for the future phases of that area. I'm sure we're all pretty tired of seeing the grass grow across there and seeing it used as a parking lot. So we're excited about this project, and we hope you could support it as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to comment on this item? With that, I'll close public comment and bring it back to the commission for further discussion and/or a motion.
You have a comment?
No, I think it looks good to me.
Bob, you got anything?
great.
I'm very excited about it. I think it's a terrific use of the property, the design features. I like everything about it. I know it's been a hard piece of property to deal with, and I'm sure the design factors that went into it weren't easy to do, but what's been come up with here is just, it's really exciting for Ceres. It's something different and unique, and I love it.
I agree completely with Commissioner Kachel, and the addition of the rooftop dining is fancy. And I think that's really going to be attractive to people who are traveling down 99 and want to stop somewhere and have something to eat or drink, and can enjoy the beautiful outdoors and maybe skip over to the concert in the park.
Vice Chair, any comments or questions?
I think it's a neat project. We've all looked at that piece of dirt for quite some time. I wish you the best of luck. My only concern is traffic in and out, because I know it gets really busy in there now without any of this. But it's a neat project, and look forward to it.
Well, I want to echo all those comments. This is wonderful that you guys are willing to take this opportunity and in series. I do want to ask Mr. Westbrook, we have 4 current crosswalks, correct, to this location?
I believe you are correct, Commissioner Condit.
So my point is we don't need to install any infrastructure for another crosswalk or anything.
No, this is a remnant parcel from the Whitmore interchange that was completed in early, I believe, in mid-2011. So the infrastructure to the site is kind of set, so there's really nothing else to do here. Since you gave me an opportunity to comment, I'll throw in my comments about this project specifically, that I agree that Renee and Mr. Wade and Josh did a great job coming up with the design. And I think that with Ceres High School across the street, they do have an open campus. So restaurant type uses here could be extremely successful during the week for those students. I think that if I'm just speaking out loud, a type of restaurant that we have that's pretty new to Ceres is the Fresh Fork down on Service and Mitchell. I think that type of concept where it's extremely fast type food and good for you could be really successful in this location, something along that line. Again, the rooftop seating, I think, is a unique concept. Somebody that maybe wanted to have a private party for a birthday or something like that, having that on the rooftop is pretty unique. So the staff is in full support of this project.
And provide ample parking, correct? 52 parking spaces?
Yes, sir. So it provides parking spaces, actually exceeds our requirements. And so there is some on-street parking there already that can be utilized as well. As other properties in this area develop commercially, there'll be kind of the relationship between parking lots on multiple properties. So when the Ceres Unified during the summer, when they're out, or after hours and they're not there, their parking lots across the street, I'm sure folks will park there and use the crosswalks to get to this establishment.
Okay. All righty. Well, I'll look for a motion.
I'll move to approve.
I'll very gladly second it.
Let me find what I'm moving. Yeah, here we go.
Let's fill in the dead air.
Let's see. Move to approve 19-19 CUP, subject to the findings and conditions in draft resolution 19-21.
And I'll second that.
Okay.
Motion and second.
Commissioner Smith?
Aye.
Commissioner Kachel?
Aye.
Commissioner Del Nero?
Aye.
Commissioner Johnson?
Aye.
And Chairperson Condit.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Congratulations.
Nice one.
Move on to new business, none. Public meetings, none. Unfinished business, none. Matters initiated by Planning Commission and staff, none. Reports. Gary, what do you got? Nothing.
No, I don't have anything.
Bob?
Nope,
Nothing. Lori?
I'm doing it for you. No.
Okay, well, this is a cute picture of your grandson.
Thank you.
Dave?
No, sir.
City Attorney? Good to have you here. Ann, you got anything? James? Nothing. Tom? Tom, thanks for sending out the emails. I have to report, I went to both the Artist Spotlight and the Case Manufacturing that was the first marijuana project that we all approved. Wonderful establishment. Great job to the Chamber and Renee for putting it on, for really highlighting what they're doing there. Really innovative stuff and great for our city. A great base for our city in that industry. So, Tom, now I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Chair. I agree. I attended both of those events. And speaking specifically to Case Manufacturing and kind of the person that I deal with a lot is Mike Reynolds, and you just can't help but like Mike Reynolds. He just has just a way about him, very unassuming, but sharp as a whip. So I agree with Commissioner Condit. I mean, it's a first-class facility located in our community, and so we all benefit from that. Just wanted to remind you, the Lions Club is having their annual Harvest Festival. It's this Saturday night, the 26th of October from 5 to 8. If you'd like to attend, buy tickets in advance and find a friendly Lions Club member to purchase them from.
Thank you very much, City Engineer. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for coming. We'll adjourn to our next regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting on Monday, November 18th, 2019.